What's up, guys? Nolan here, and today we're doing a rundown on a bunch of stuff that's dropped over the last few days and what we can expect coming up in the world of Escape from Tarkov. BSG are finishing up with their time off after New Year's, and there's already a lot to look forward to. If at any point you have any questions or want to discuss something, come by my stream on Twitch. I'll be live for several hours after this video goes live. Link on the screen and in the description. I'm going for Twitch partner to diversify my income as a content creator, so all support is appreciated. Now, between massive arena updates where we will get new maps, new matchmaking, new presets, and it will wipe, as well as be connected to the base game. I have a Q&A with Nikita planned in the future. I'll want some help with that, as my perspective of the game is obviously very different than most of you, so definitely looking for input and feedback there. There's also changes to the base game, including, yes, some anti-cheat updates, but we'll get to that in a second. Quickly, I wanted to thank Factor for sponsoring this video. Factor meals arrive pre-prepared and ready to eat in 2 minutes or less, even faster than ordering in. Meal plans offer variety with a rotating weekly menu of 27 plus meal options and 33 plus add-ons like smoothies, keto shakes, desserts, and more. Get 50% off your first Factor box and free wellness shots for life using my link. That means you can choose 2 free wellness shots from 3 available flavors for every order while you are an active subscriber. Link in the description. So first things first, BSG did announce the ban wave that I talked about 2 weeks ago and then some. They said they've banned over 11,000 cheaters since December 27th, aka the day the wipe began. The current community backlash is from the fact that if you happen to be in a raid with somebody who is cheating, then you can see that they are cheating in the logs while you are in the raid by hitting tilde. Lots of fonts will pop up. It'll even say that person's name. That's how you know that somebody is presumably cheating in your raid. I know I get a lot of crap for being too nice to BSG, but you have to hand it to them. This patch, in terms of content and gameplay, is the best that we have ever had. Cheaters are the only real complaint that I've seen outside of armor hitboxes, but we'll get to that in a second. But I did want to point this out at the risk of getting more crap for kissing BSG's ass. I feel like I'm going crazy by not making the obvious point here. Obviously, it's bad that that person is cheating and is in the game, sure, but the game logs literally know they are doing it and even have their account singled out. That's not somebody flying by on your screen and then you saying, okay, that person's cheating. The game is telling you that they are cheating. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that is anti-cheat working, or, well, attempting to work right in front of us. If these logs are registering this as an error, then that must mean there's a way to get it to take action on the user automatically. If this isn't a system that works like that malfunctioning, then I have to assume BSG's next move is to make that a thing. So again, to point out the good part here is that the game is finding these sus players, or it knows who the sus players are, and pointing them out all on its own. So I imagine a system where this either bans them immediately or disconnects them, or something isn't far away. On top of that, we now have the ability to see a player's profile when they kill us. So if you think somebody is sus, just take a peek at their profile and then decide based off of their stats whether or not you want to report them. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do not think there will ever be a time when there isn't cheaters in Tarkov. I think the incentive is just too high. But when you take a second and look at what's happened with this patch, there has been some great progress in the fight against cheaters. Let me know what you think, and if you want to have a discussion, come by my stream, link in the description. Next topic is Arena, which, as Nikita said during the Tarkov TV, will see some extensive updates in the next couple of months. BSG plan to connect Arena to the base game as well as wipe it in Q1 of this year. They also plan to add new maps, presets, and game modes. They just recently made rating-based loadouts, those loadouts that don't actually get you any progression at the beginning there. So when you look at your tabs, it's the rating tab. Those are all free now, so if you ran out of cash, you can use those, and a couple of the kits are actually pretty good, especially if you've gone up to the 3000s and so on. I have now played well over 500 games of Arena, having unlocked the Butcher and Bastion classes as of yesterday now as well, the Gaze class in the marksman tree with the 338 Lapua AP rifle. I solo queued the entire time and was able to unlock the highest gear score rated class in the game in just under 50 hours played. I'm not sure how long it took me to unlock the Butcher, but that was a slugfest. So in terms of absolutely maxing out a tree of a preset, 50 hours, I don't know if that's too bad. I think that's kind of on par for what you probably want for a game like this. Let me know what you guys think. I have a lot of questions and feedback regarding Arena, all of which I plan to bring up with Nikita in an upcoming Q&A. I invite you to put your ideas and questions out there too, or come by the stream and let me know. Just understand Arena is not even released yet. This is a limited test still, where we're missing the unranked matchmaking primarily, but also several game modes. If your feedback is based off of the fact that you match against players of a too high gear score, then you're right, that shouldn't happen. But at the same time, BSG are forcing it to happen because of the ranked mode valuing skill over gear score. They said, at least, that they would make gear score count more, but it's still tough to see at best. Now, I did watch some of my friends play for the first time recently, and I noticed that they were only matching against new kits until they started to do a little bit better. Then I ended up joining them on an alt account that I had, which was also new, and once we won a couple of games, then we started facing higher gear score players, and then it was an issue. Now, the higher gear score players were bad at the game because it was still around the 1500 GLP area there in terms of the ranking, but their gear was good enough that it was still super annoying. So lots to talk about with Arena, and hopefully we see some good stuff with that soon. Now, I had a video segment talking about some potential bugs with the armor hitboxes, but I don't think it's understood enough to cover it, so I scrapped it. The TLDR is the new hitboxes are a bit scuffed sometimes, and it's the prevailing theory right now that in some cases you can be hit multiple times by the same bullet because it is simulated incorrectly across multiple hitboxes at the same time. I expected there to be some kinks in this new system, especially where it's as advanced as it is, and it does indeed seem to be the case that there's some issues with it. I'd say if you find yourself dying a lot, either ditch armor or just run a P.A.K.A. That's saved my sanity quite a bit recently, and I was able to recover to a point where I don't really need to worry about money anymore. If that doesn't work, remember, breaks are good, especially with games like Escape from Tarkov. You should only try to play when you know that you're having fun. I'd like to thank Factor again for sponsoring this video. Remember, you get 50% off your first Factor box and free wellness shots for life by using my link below. If you have any questions or want to discuss anything, I'm live right now on Twitch, link on the screen and in the description. To support what I do, click the buttons on the screen and come by the stream. Other channels for other games right here. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.